Ah, shit. I said I wasn't gonna make no content for about a good year because I needed to take a break from all of this YouTube streets and shit like that. But I just couldn't help myself and I had to go ahead and hit the live button. I see Stephen Elder Mac, my nephew's in the building. Prize Fighter TV is in the building. I don't expect a lot of people because, like I told everybody, I was on a hiatus, you know? I was on a hiatus. Mac of those Mac of the South, salute to you, man. And I still kind of want to go on a hiatus, man, because all of the polluted streets that are out there, with all the false narratives and all the clickbait material and all that, man, please let me know that the microphones sound good at least. Let me know if the microphone's coming in. Put a five in the chat if my mic is coming in okay. Joe Townsend, what's going on, bro? I just really doing a test, man, but while I'm doing this little test, I want to go ahead and no brakes, all gas. Yeah, I be trying, babe. Listen, bro. I be getting a little discouraged sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, man. The discouragement is crazy, man. But let me go ahead and talk about something though, man. Boxer sparring, what's good with you, man? Let me talk about. I'm gonna bring up the Schofield and Tevin Farmer fight, and the reason I want to bring it up is for a very, very, very good reason, right? Because you know, Tamir Fields, how you doing? Blessings to you. I know you ain't expect to see me back this quick, did you? You ain't expect to see me back this quick, my sister. I know. Shalom. But the reason I want to bring up the Tevin Farmer and Floyd Schofield fight is for the particular reason and the topic that I've always been really big on, but people are always using as an excuse as to why a fighter shouldn't fight another fighter. And hear me out what I'm saying this, right? Because leading into this fight, there's a lot of people that Tay Jones texted me, hold on. Yeah, hold on. There's a lot of people going into this fight, right? That they were using this and so a lot of us were guilty of this, right? A lot of us are guilty of this, right? But the ones that have been around me know I preach against this, right? But there's a lot of people that was going into this fight saying there's levels to this. Floyd Schofield shouldn't have took this fight just yet. Tevin Farmer's a veteran. He's a seasoned veteran, man. They're moving him a little bit too fast. He's not ready for somebody like a Tevin Farmer, right? A lot of people pick Tevin Farmer to win this fight. And what is this shit that I always tell everybody? Bro, who cares about a level? I thought Tevin was gonna win, but kid proved me wrong. Full credit. Well, he gonna get my full credit, but it's going back around, nephew, right? Nephew, what do I always say? All that level talk is trash to me. All this that somebody ain't on somebody's level is an excuse for somebody not to fight another somebody. That's what that is to me. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? That's what it's always been to me. If y'all heard me say this before, a lot of people picked Dev. I was going for Kid Austin, and I was still shocked as hell. Kamira, but you see my point, right? Do you see the nail that I'm trying to drive home? The nail that I'm trying to drive home? Oh man, they need to fight bigger names. They need to go up the ladder. Or there's levels to this. They got to get to this level before they can fight somebody. Who the hell is the one that's going to tell you when you are at that level? How are you going to know that unless you get in there with somebody of that supposed level that doesn't exist to me? I'm sorry, it just don't exist to me. When you become a professional fighter, you are a professional fighter. That's what you are. You're not an amateur, you're a pro. Yeah, you want to get your feet wet and this and that. You want to get used to the pro system and all that. But we're talking about fighters like I remember a few weeks ago, Ishay was telling me that Kevin Newman is not on Caleb Plant's level. We're talking about two professionals that got a lot of fights under their belt. Don't tell me that he ain't on that level. I don't want to hear it. You build a fighter? Yes, I believe in building a fighter. To a certain extent. You don't want to overdo it. You better be doing it gradually. You better take some good steps every time you put a fighter out there. Yes, you got to bring them from 4 rounds to 6 rounds to 8 rounds to graduate to the 10 rounds. Then you put them into the championship, which is the 12 rounder. That's understandable, man. But once you get to the 8 and 10 rounders, bro, don't tell me somebody ain't ready. My point to the fact is that a lot of people were saying that Floyd Schofield wasn't on that level. He clearly took that narrative and that trashy ass narrative of levels to this that I don't believe in, and threw it in the trash. Because man, let me tell you something, bro. If you can fight, you can fight. Let me say that one more time. If you can fight, you can fight. I don't care where you at, whose backyard you in, who's the A side, who's the B side. If you got a fighter's mind and you got that grit and determination and you got that dog in you got that dog in you could go to anybody's backyard and whoop their ass. You know why? Because you believe in yourself. So there's fighters out there that have a lot of belief in themselves. You can't tell them they ain't on that level. You can't tell them that they ain't ready for a fight. What Floyd Schofield did to Tevin Farmer was disrespectful. The way he beat his ass, bro, bro, bro. Y'all might think I'm bugging, man, right? But when I seen Kid Austin hit him with that first one, that he knocked him down, and my trigger man or did Tevin Farmer's eyes were straight for a couple of seconds, man. I could have sworn he straightened his eyes out for a couple of seconds. I was like, oh shit, the man's eyes are straight. Oh, and then they went back to twitching and getting crooked, but for a split second there, he straightened his eyes, man. Nonito went to Japan and made Inoue bleed. That's doggish. Yeah, man. And I guess the point I'm trying to really get home is for us. If we want to see fights, let's not make and build a bunch of excuses for these fighters not to be able to fight. Because anytime you say somebody ain't ready or somebody ain't on somebody's level or anything down those lines, you're building in an excuse for the fight not to get made. Anytime, because these fighters, these boxers, these promoters, these managers, these trainers, man, they listen to YouTube. They listen to YouTube, man, and they can start second guessing their fighters. Or the fighter can start second guessing themselves. Some of them will take it as motivation and go for it, and some of them won't. Why do we have to be so divisive to the point where we don't want to really see the fights? We want to talk about it. We want to pick sides. We want to argue amongst each other. We want to fight against each other. We want to get in our feelings about it, right? Frontline was good. Instead of supporting the fights, we got Brian Norman Jr. Get ready to face Devin the Dream Haney, right? And instead of folks being happy, right? Instead of folks being happy that that fight is made, that these two young brothers are going to break bread together, because that's what they're doing. They're breaking bread together. Instead of being happy about that and excited that we're getting a phenomenal matchup, one that a lot of people didn't think could be made, or one that people didn't think that, or somebody was bluffing, or this or that, or whatever the narrative might have been. Instead of being happy about it, we're being divisive amongst each other. This is starting to divide us the same way Earl Spence and Bud Crawford situation was dividing the community. And I'm trying to encourage everybody out there to let's not be divisive. Let's not let them win. That's what the other folks want us to do, is to be divisive. Give me 1 second. Right? That how you doing, Tay Tay? Um, we can't let them be like that. We can't let them win. We cannot be so divisive. I've seen a lot of friendships be disbanded and torn apart over Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. And I see the same thing happening right now with the B. Norman and the Haney situation, man. I'm seeing it unfold firsthand. And it saddens me. It saddens me. That's what it does. It makes me sad and I get disappointed with the people. I do. Why? Because we should be better than that. We should be together and not going against each other. It's okay. What's going on, 903? It's okay if you believe Brian Norman's going to win. It's okay if you believe Devin Haney's going to win. But can we do it cordially? Do we have to fight amongst each other? Do we have to divide as people instead of band together? Once again, let me push this point across. You got two young brothers breaking bread. Two young brothers breaking bread. Nobody's giving Tio a payday right now, or Ryan Garcia a payday right now. It's two brothers breaking bread together, and y'all want to fight amongst each other instead of be happy about it, instead of rejoicing that these, you know what, ain't getting the paydays. I'm just asking now. I'm not, I don't get it. And I know it's gonna fall on deaf ears. Okay, I know it's gonna fall on deaf ears, but it's an announcement that I felt and needed to say. I'm pulling for Devin Haney, but if Brian Norman Jr. wins, I'm okay with that. May the best man win, and that's my point. May the best man win. Well, 903, you're gonna have to give me a snippet of that song, man, because that little hook you were singing, that little hook you were singing, hey, I like that, man. I don't think one's opinion rooting for the opposite is going against each other unless they letting their emotions get in the way. Frontline, the problem is I've already seen friendships be fractured on it already. I've already seen it first hand already. It's already happened, Frontline. That that back and forth fun of who you on the other team and they're the other team. It went beyond that already. It's gone beyond that already. And that's what I'm saying. We could. 903 believes Devin Haney's going to school Brian Norman for 12 rounds. I believe Brian Norman Jr. is going to win. But you're not going to see me bash 903. You're not going to see 903 bash Conor Local. You're not going to see me and him get disrespectful with each other over a motherfucking fight that we ain't even making a penny off of. That's not just going to happen, bro. Reason I know that because I know how solid that motherfucker is. He's my favorite channel to watch. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm just gonna be 1,000%. He's number one in my book. Y'all just ain't paying attention, and the reason y'all ain't paying attention is because everything he says is so raw and so rough that a lot of times it rubs a lot of people the wrong way. They don't know how to take that heat as constructive because he's very constructive with it. Oh yeah, 903, you a hater. Oh, 903, why you hating on it? You don't even do your homework on them. But they do that to a lot of us, you know? They do that to a lot of us. Y'all remember when they were saying, man, y'all, man, Connor, why you hating on Xander Zayas? Why you hating on Xander Zayas? I'm not hating on Xander Zayas. I'm giving constructive criticism. I believe this and this and that. But I believe he could do this if he did that. Connor, why you hate Berlanga? I don't hate Berlanga. The Puerto Rican brothers, man, I don't hate them. But I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't give my constructive criticism. And see, some of us could do that, and it sounds like hate to people. I'm glad two brothers are getting and Ryan and Tio ain't getting paydays. I'm honest opinion, RP Haney. I'm Team Haney all day. If B don't knocks Devin out, I want to see it. Good luck to both of them. But this is the thing about it, Joe Townsend, right? This is the thing. They made the fight. That's the part that everybody just wants to overlook, bro. I don't care who wins. They made the fight. I think the fans win with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that hey, let's applaud these brothers for making the motherfucking fight, bro. Shakur and Tank should take note and fight each other. Shakur and Tank should fight next, right? And let me tell you something, man. In Puerto Rico yesterday in Puerto Rico, man. Let me tell you what happened in Puerto Rico, man. My homie, my brother, Omar Rosario was fighting against John Bowser, man. By the way, Omar Rosario won. He won his fights. It, but this is why I say Puerto Ricans and black are similar, bro. We don't know how to act. We do not know how to act. That fight got cut short because in Puerto Rico, motherfuckers was fighting against each other, amongst each other during the fight. They ruined the whole rest of the card. They had to evacuate the place. They was acting a fool out there, bro. I'm like, bro, see this shit? You see this shit? Bro, and y'all can say it's controversial, whatever. That's why I say blacks and Puerto Ricans, they're like, all we do is speak Spanish. That's the only difference. We go to places like that and do the same shit. They was throwing chairs in the ring and all that shit. Bottles. Oh, bro, shit is ridiculous, man. Shit is ridiculous, man. This happened last night, by the way. This happened last night. All y'all got to do is search it. This happened last night. Okay? Omar Rosario was up on all the cards and dropped Bowser in one of the rounds. And in the seventh round is when all that shit hell broke loose and shit. And, they just had to stop it and go to the cards and end it right there. That was the end right there. They didn't even get to finish the fight. They didn't even get to finish the fight. My point is, that's why these motherfucking pilgrims look at us the way they do. That's the reason. We give them a fucking reason to look at us like that. They don't even need a reason, but we're giving them fuel. They don't need a reason, but we give them fuel. Man, we got to do better, man. We got to unite, man. We got to unite and hey, we got to make events like this successful events, man. Universal Promotions card called Road to Glory. Yeah, that was the card front line. That's exactly the card it was right there yesterday. Yeah, man, I ain't got a lot to kick it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lot to kick it. That's just it's just ridiculous, man. I'm like, bro, and see, everybody like, man, why you don't go to Puerto Rico, man? Why you don't go to Puerto Rico no more? First of all, man, I was a bad motherfucker in Puerto Rico. Let me go ahead and tell you, I was bad. I was into everything. And if I go to Puerto Rico, I'm going back to them same people, the same people that I was fucking with. It'd be the same people. Ain't nothing good gonna happen out of that, man. That's why I don't go to back home. That's why I do not go back home. Oh shit, Kano back, Kano back. Hey yo, Kano, hey, yo, we about to go. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. And it's kind of hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, okay. It ain't. A condo was good. A condo, my brother, man. Hey, listen, man. I swear, man. Like a condo had me scared, bro, because you know I'm not gonna talk about what happened to him. But I went to go visit him in the hospital and shit, check on him, man, and make sure he's doing okay and all that. Uh, and then I couldn't get a hold of him for like about a week, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just saw him, bro. Everything was good. I saw him take the blood pressure on him. I saw that it was like 120 over 80, like perfect blood pressure. I know I left him healthy as a motherfucker. Like, what's going on? And come to find out, man, the hospital lost his fucking phone, bro. I hope to God that the hospital paid for that phone, but you know, yeah, I left it a condo. It's really not a gang. It's I don't really want to put it on the air what it's called, but yeah, I ain't gonna put it on the air what it's called. But my point is, it's not even about peer pressure or nothing. The fact of the matter is, they're family. They're like family members. Like I grew up in a family. I said I don't want to put the category on there, okay? But it's family. It's different. It ain't your boy on the block. It ain't homie down the street. It's like my whole family, bro. So wherever I go down there, I had to give me a hotel. I couldn't stay with them because guess what? I'm gonna be in that same atmosphere if I stay with them. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, we don't. Hey, look, we don't. Nah, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna. Nah, we don't. I ain't gonna go that far, Mr. Shelton, man. I ain't gonna do that, man. Hey, nah, bro, man. I mean, shit. Akando's my brother, man. That dude right there. Asociación, yeah, front line. You know what it is. You know what it is. I just don't want to put it out there, man. This ain't like I try not to put my I try not to talk about my past, man. A lot of people don't mind. The people that been locked up will tell you about their little locked up stories and all that. I'm just not one of those that like to really dwell on the shit that I went through, man, because first of all, my whole life would sound like a fantasy to most people anyway. It'd be, oh man, he lying, bro. This fantasy land, bro. This motherfucker ain't around this. This motherfucker wasn't around that. This motherfucker didn't do so I just look to avoid the whole thing, bro. I just don't even talk about it, bro. I just don't even talk, but don't push me though. But don't push me though. But yeah, man, we just need to be united, man. When you have events like this, we need to act right. We need some act right, man. And 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 back in the days, I wasn't no better because I was the same ignorant motherfucker back then. I would do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would ruin events and shit like that. So I'm talking from experience, man. I'm talking from we gotta do better. That's all. We just gotta do better, man. Um, uh, listen, yeah, my daughter, man, if she ever gets on, man, she'll probably tell the stories, man. My daughter could probably tell the stories, man. Yeah, man, I don't know. If my daughter chooses to talk about some of the stuff, that's gonna be on her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna stop her or anything like that, but uh, shit, the important part is I'm here, I'm alive. Uh, I can't believe I made it this far. But shit, man, I'm telling you, life is the best school there is, man. There's nothing better. I don't regret anything I did in life because life was the best teacher there ever is in the world. Can't nobody tell you what you're about to experience, and it's not gonna sit the same way if you don't experience it yourself. If you don't walk through that fire on your own, you're never gonna get burnt. If you don't walk through that fire, you're never gonna learn how it feel like. You know what I mean? Look at Joe Townsend. And Kano be talking about me. I don't sell ice cream. I sell bourbon. Ah, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know better. Hey, Joe, yeah, I got you, man. I got you, man. But look, I got 3 kids, man, and I let them all bump their heads. I let every last one of them bump their heads. I did not. I was not one of those fathers that was oh man, if you do this, if you do that, if you do that, like bro, hey, go on ahead, man, bump your head real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go on ahead, bump your head real quick. You know what I'm saying? And hey, they turned out good. So, hey, to each his own, man. But then again, I was never one of those. I was never one of those that I wasn't a believer, okay? I still ain't. I'm still not a believer, and I don't care how nobody feels about this. I've never was a believer in that it takes a village to raise my kids. I raised all 3 of my kids dolo, dolo. I was not gonna allow some of the other adult to yell at my kids or put their hands on my kids. I was not gonna allow that. That's my motherfucking job. And I got a lot of flack for that back in the days. And I still get flack for it now when I say it. Oh man, come on, Connor, man. The finish is good. The finish is good. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Look at these motherfuckers, man. These kids getting molested by babysitters or leaving them at church and getting touched by the damn pope. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't trust nobody like that. I made sure I had my eyes on my kids the whole time. My kids had never had no babysitter. Never had no babysitter. I had never sent my. I swear to God, I wish my daughter was on here right now. Man, and none of my kids, they didn't know what a babysitter was. I did that on purpose, man, because I said, I'll kill a motherfucker if they fuck with my kids, bro. Kill them. I already know what I'm going to do. So to avoid that, guess what? No village. No village. I didn't need it. All 3 of my kids are adults now. They doing their thug thizzle, bro. What? What? Anyway, man, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I got some people calling me on my phone, and they've been bugging me and bugging me. See, as soon as I hit live, I knew this was gonna happen, right? Phone blowing up and all that shit. You know, a condo. You gotta hit me up and let me know if the therapy's gonna be in the same location or not, man. You gotta let me know so I can try to make some time to come scoot by, man, and give you another visit and shit like that, man. But yeah, man. And by the way, subscribe to 903 Boxing, man. Subscribe to 903. I don't give a damn. Subscribe to 903 Boxing, man. He is my favorite channel. Favorite. Favorite. Numero uno. Okay, number one. I run through blocks, leave bitches feeling hurt. I don't hustle, but my bars are like a mill of work. Calico flow, weak rappers better hit the dirt. Ride with your girl later on, I'ma lift a skirt. Pipe her down, take her home, then I'ma hit the perk. Yo, man, this is kind of local TV, man. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is, man.